Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy SBX coming to you with another video, you feel me? And I'm gonna talk about why being a millennial suck, and pretty much why this generation sucks ass. I mean, I never really know what was called until now, what my generation is called, you know? I've always heard about, like, baby boomer and the Generation X. I would assume that we were the X, but I was pretty much wrong. And despite the fact that people who lived during the Generation X days, I think that the whole name sounds cooler than millennials. You know, the whole word millennial sounds very gay. Like, when I think of millennials, I see, like, I envision, like, glittery type of artificial bullshit. So anyways, speaking of which, I'm gonna tell you reasons why being a millennial suck, and today's millennials these days suck. So first and foremost, I think most millennials these days, not all, I'm gonna say this, not all, because you know how today's millennials are very butthurt on things, but let's say this. First thing I'm gonna say is that millennials are fucking stupid. It's because they think that it's so cool to be a dumbass and laugh and make fun of, or they're not gonna click in their minds on what it is to be a smart person, or what their opinions on what's smart and what's dumb. So, to be honest though, it's kind of like, if you was a person that was interested in reading books about philosophy, or if you're into, like, anything that deals with, like, poetry, or anything in that nature, like, or just some type of bookworm, whatever, you're considered uncool, you're lame, you're boring, or whatever. I mean, it depends on the person who is in that caliber of definition of boring. It's nothing wrong with you being smart. But what I mean is, like, when I call millennials dumb, it's because we have the high rate of being high school dropouts, college dropouts, and also too is that, you know, besides reading a fucking book, we'd rather read text messages on fucking Facebook and Instagram, or what our friends were pretty much telling us on the phone. Second reason why I think millennials suck is because I think that, you know, like I said, they're so glued on their fucking phones all the time. We are so glued on we can't last a minute without our fucking phones, or a second. So we always want to know who's texting us, what's going on. We want to take 100 selfies a fucking day, and we want to post stupid shit that has nothing to do with us, or their food, or their clothes, or these thought hoes want to show their ass, and niggas want to flex, or whatever. So it's kind of like everybody's worrying about the wrong things than the most important things in life. Third reason why I think millennials suck is because we dress like fucking faggots. You know, it's like we're wearing shit that was already been cool since the 80s or the early 90s, and they don't have no fucking creativity no more, and they just be like, okay, well, we're wearing skinny jeans, having your hair cut a certain way, or having your hair a certain way is considered futuristic. You know, no, fuck that, man. No, you know, it was already cool what it was with the baggy pants and tall t-shirts. Let it be, they could have just let that alone for another 20 years or so. But I mean, music wise, y'all already know why I told y'all. So yes, the music sucks. So y'all already know my opinions about that, because y'all have been hearing me saying this for the last 5 years of my existence in the YouTube world. So yeah, music sucks. Reality TV show, everybody wants to act like people on reality shows, and basketball players and rappers and shit like that. It's like, it's not cool to be yourself anymore. What else suck about today's millennials? We're too fucking sensitive about shit. So anything that we say might offend them, hurt their feelings a lot. Rather, if you're giving them advice about something, I mean, I get it. People are stressed. People don't want to hear nothing coming out of anybody's mouth, anything that is negative to us. But it goes back to being a dumbass, where to the point where somebody tells you that, okay, if there's a problem and they say you like, okay, this is the problem, and it's up to you to rather or not, you can fix it or not, but or whatever circumstances or criteria, they're gonna get offended, like, oh, why you say that? Or how do you, like, why you being such an asshole? You hurt my feelings, and blah blah blah. Millennials are fucking man-child, or little girls and little boys, even though they're in adult bodies. It's hard for us to be better employees, and it's hard for us to invest money, because most of the times, and we all guilty for that, including me, it's like we like to spend our money on meaningless things like shoes, clothes, video games, and things of that nature. Sometimes I always have to rant as a millennial myself, ranting about the things I've made mistakes in my life, because I'm not saying that I'm going to be picture perfect, but as a millennial, I can admit my wrongs. Some millennials these days are very fucking narcissistic, and they think that they can do no fucking wrong. They're very spoiled, and our parents are pretty much are the ones paying for everything, and they expect us to leave the fucking house and grow the hell up and shit like that. So that's why most millennials don't know how to be homeowners, or even able to live on their own. Like, okay, last thing I want to say really is that we're very, very in denial about life, period. So anyways, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I'm going to make a part 2 of this, so SBS going to wrap this up. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.